You've seen some interesting things. I've seen pretty much wrecks every day. We've seen wrecks, Pony Express practicing. We've seen wrecks just trying to people get to the bus. Originally the stalls were tie stalls. The soil was the original soil that was in this area at the time. So there was no brought in dirt, it was just hard packed dirt.
Well, here at the time it was like a mud lot. I mean, there's nothing other than just outside mobile home things, you know, and mud, you know, that was it, which is why it started off at the ranch, first of all. And then bit by bit the arena got together and the shows started getting together, and it became brilliant.
Let's try it. Stretch it out. Oh.
L'ami est le champion de taureau assis, ainsi que de toute la...
Don't give up, Pete.
Don't give up. I think you.
Even I'm here since 10 years, but every day we have something funny to say. It's the routine every day, but there is something different every day. It's like a show. It's why it's a live show, and it's very important for everybody. Even if I'm then for 10 years, it's different every day.
I remember one time a bus driver, he let me drive the bus home. That was pretty interesting.
We had one really, really funny incident. One of the first Annie Oakley, Cheryl Lawson, we had a English bankers convention, and they started throwing things, and they hit her in the head with a chicken. She was going around saying, "You hit me in the head with the chicken. Who did that?"
Probably, oh boy, there's so many, but maybe the getting used to the differences in the culture.
Well, I've had quite a few experiences myself. I had a horse one time, Guive, that was an athletic competition horse that was brought in. It took me 4 months to work with that horse, to calm the horse down, to get him prepared for the flags and the show and the guns and the louds and the clanking and the clapping. It's quite a trauma for a horse that's very much of a competition horse. And this one time in particular, we were finishing the cavalcade, and he decided to rear, and when he reared, he turned back toward the curtain and then turned back again in a rear, and he left me on the ground flat on my back with the flag in my hand. And it's one of those experiences I will never forget.
There was growing pains because some pipes were burning. First we had big leaks at times, or flood. They were more like floods than leaks, like floods. I guess what I'm most infamous for was the stagecoach turning over on opening night, second show. And I came into the arena pretty fast, cut her left, she flipped over, and then the management had to ask everybody to leave so that way they could clean up the mess.
The crowds were great. A lot of celebrities, a lot of big movie stars, famous people coming through, so that just made it all the better. Well, one that comes to mind is about a horse, Mims Crawford, and the guy that always rode her, Gilbert Anderson. And he was always in Red River because he finally learned one spot in the cavalcade. And as we were exiting at the beginning of the cavalcade one night, as we went out the curtain, he hung his flag up on the edge of the curtain and it pulled him off. And Mims, I was his partner, and old Mims just followed the pattern all the way, never missed a beat, finished the pattern all the way to the lineup. When we started to turn him back up, Mims took off. But it was pretty impressive. I was about to fall off my horse, everybody was.
I was coming back from 3 weeks vacation. I think Cacahuète was missing me because when I finally got on stage with him, he got so excited that he threw me on the ground and decided to climb on top of me and be very, very intimate with me.
A couple the funny things was when we would get Auguste to sing with us, Patrick Didier. He would sing a couple of times with us, and he sang the Marseillaise one night, and that was pretty funny. I wish I had it on tape.
I was a Champagne girl one time. I dressed up, hadn't shaved in about 3 days. Came down there in a red dress. My old chest hairs was, you can see, I got a lot of chest hairs in there. That's pretty hairy, but there was a few people, they kind of whistled at me.
Another funny story that comes to mind, it wasn't funny at the time, but it all turned out okay, was a guy who worked here. His name was Mike Mahaffey. He was doing rescue relay, and he came off the horse and hit his head on some of the unprotected posts in the arena, and his scalp was just hanging on by just a piece of skin, and it was sort of flapping in the breeze, and he was running around saying, "I'm okay, I'm okay." But we were all running around in a panic when we saw that, and he ended up being okay after. It's just one of the serious things that happened the first year, and there were many.